Hey Gemini. So while I was meditating on your energy and shuffling the cards, I had a couple things come up, and I feel like you are honestly really laid back right now. I feel like you are just like going with the flow. You're feeling pretty chill, which is a really nice vibe that I'm picking up on. I kind of just imagined, and in North America, it is not summertime, but for some people, at the other end of the earth, at the other equator, um, there is like warmth, and you may even just be getting a sunny day or something. But what I was getting was like that vibe when like you're chilling on the stoop of your building and you're smoking with the neighbors and the vibe is good and there's sunshine and it felt like a summertime chill vibe. Like that just might be your vibe right now. I kept getting this song, I Am Gemini. I think it's by Princess Nokia, it's a really good song. Love Princess Nokia, but that was the vibe that I'm getting is for you, Gemini, that like you're feeling like really chill right now, really chill, which is really nice. It's a really nice vibe. So yeah, I'm excited to do your reading. So let's go ahead and pull an oracle card to get an overall energy for your reading, Gemini. Thank you, Spirit, so much for your guidance every day, all day. You're beautiful. Couldn't do it without you. Let's get a message out for Gemini. Do you have any messages for Gemini right now? This one right here. Okay. Cool. We've got the Rose Garden. And up until this point, Gemini, I have been reading the oracle cards intuitively, but I really would like to go ahead and read right out of the book to see what other messages we can get. But the Rose Garden is making me feel a lot like this very beautiful kind of summertime vibe. So, sensitivity, awareness of nature, integrated whole, strength. Look at this beautiful woman who is transformed into a flower. She holds a red blooming rose to the place where her heart belongs. Her hair has become a leaf blown by the wind. She is a part of nature and grows stronger with her every gentle touch and loving gesture. She is not alone. Her friends the caterpillar and butterfly are here to visit. Thorns threaten to prick her, but she is not scared. A rose is beautiful and strong because of its thorns, not in spite of them. Dang. That gave me chills, Gemini. I feel like that's really for somebody out there. Wow. Because the vibe that I'm getting is like, honestly, like strong and feminine and sexy. And what I'm getting is this being in an environment that could very much be, dangerous. And spending time with other people is risky right now too. But I got the vibe that you're still finding a way to chill, right? So that like this is like we're sitting across the porch from each other outside, like you know what I mean, having still knowing that even that I feel like you're just really strong right now. You're finding a way to cope, you're finding a way to work through things, you're still finding your vibe, and I feel like you recognize that with every gesture, with every movement, with every moment, everything you do, is a product of that love, that self-love, and that love, that connection with source, and that connection with the earth, so I feel like you may be, taking steps to try and spend time outside, and that you're I feel like you're really loving yourself right now, and you're really proud of yourself. That's the vibe that I'm getting for you, Gemini, which is an awesome vibe. You really are. You're really just going with the flow right now, I think, and yeah, it's really good. Good job, for real. Let's go ahead and get a card out for Gemini. Get a couple cards out. Really, as many cards as you want. Let me get any messages out for Gemini. Any messages for Gemini, Great Spirit? Any messages for Gemini? Messages for Gemini? Messages for Gemini. I am Gemini, super fly guy. I don't know if those are the lyrics for that. I'm sorry. Oh, well, that's cool. We've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse on the bottom of the deck. That for me kind of speaks volumes with your vibe right now, Gemini. I feel like you are not only creating a sense of warmth and nourishment and abundance for yourself, but I feel like you might even be bringing that energy to other people right now, that people might be feeling like, damn, Gemini, I was feeling like garbage before we started hanging out, and I feel like I just stepped into this warm, summery, like smoking blunts on the, stoop kind of vibe with you. Okay? I feel like you really are bringing that vibe, and it's really beautiful. You've also got the Four of Coins in reverse. This is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And what I'm getting for you with this, Gemini, is a very similar thing with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, that you're not really being a miser with this vibe here. You're not holding it all in. I feel like you're sharing it, and I don't feel like you're blocked. I don't feel like you're worried. I feel like you're not concerned about losing your wealth. If you have a flow and income stream, like I feel like you're just going with the flow. You're also willing to spend some of that money, maybe even on other people. Like I just feel like you're just not tripping right now. Like that, I mean, that's the vibe that I get. You've even got the Eight of Swords in reverse, meaning you are freeing yourself from mental blocks. And that to me is just so awesome. You're not feeling stuck. You're feeling like there's like you have hope for your future right now, Gemini. Like you have hope for yourself. You're kind of like, you know what? I have to live my life, and I can't just give up and feel like everything's over for me, right? And I'm just happy to hear that. I'm happy to see this energy. You've also got the Four of Cups, which is not entirely contradictive to this energy. I think it's actually complementary in a way, in some strange way. And I feel like how it is playing into the reading here, it to me, it feels like you're not in a hurry to accept anything. Does that make sense? Like you're going with the flow. I feel like you're maybe being more generous than you are receptive. Does that make sense? Like where you're willing to sit and kind of talk with somebody and be generous with your vibe, right? But like say that person's like, hey, I really like your vibe, like you want to get some coffee with me sometime or something like that, or like do you want to make this a thing, would you like to go on a date with me? Like I feel like you're gonna be like, nah. Like, no, I'm okay, thank you. Like, I was just enjoying the conversation, but I don't see this going anywhere. Like, that's the vibe that I get, is you're content. The Four of Cups can also mean feeling dissatisfied, but then not seeing offers that are being presented to you because you're in this state of looking at what it is that you already have, and you're feeling like, I don't really know how I feel about what I have. I'm kind of good. Does that make sense? Where there's a sense of dissatisfaction, but you're not necessarily accepting what is being offered to you at the moment. Which isn't a bad energy. I just think that it's something to keep in mind, that you may be sitting in a Four of Cups vibe, even with all this, because it's very content. I feel like your energy is very, but you're also still abundant, right? So I think that's interesting. We'll clarify some stuff, but we also have the Six of Wands coming out, which very much feels like you're feeling kind of successful right now. You may be, like I was saying, getting recognition from other people. And that whatever level you've reached energetically, spiritually, and even materially, but I do feel like this is more about your vibe. And I don't know why that's just like coming through so strongly, that like there's something about your vibe right now that is really impacting other people, and they're seeing it and they're really digging it, you know, and you're getting a lot of recognition and praise for it, because they're like, dang, you just keep showing up, you know, for life. Like, you show up every, you know, every day for yourself, and like, you know, you're looking good, you're feeling good, like you're doing your thing, and it's impressive, you know. Like, so there's people who are around you who are recognizing it, and they might be telling you so. They're like letting you know, like, hey, I see you, Gemini, like, yeah, I see you, like, you're, you know, you're bringing the vibe, and the vibe's good, you know, and so thank you for that, right? So I feel that for you right now, Gemini. You're kind of getting a little bit of recognition here. You've got the King of Coins in reverse. I'm going to clarify this because it could go in a couple different directions, and I'm not really sure how it plays in for you at this moment. It could be, I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this could be another character in your environment. This might be the energy. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of getting that this might be the energy that you are not accepting right now, that you're not accepting this energy's offer, but like you're still willing to communicate with them and be generous with your vibe, but you may not be very interested in their vibe. Like, that's kind of the feeling I'm getting, Gemini. And if you're the kind of person that I'm sensing, like whoever this message is for, if you're the kind of person that I am sensing, like, you may be used to attention, or you may be used to being like the coolest person in the room. And like, I'm not trying to be like that, but you may be used to getting attention and being like having a good vibe, you know, and being really cool and chill. And like, you know, we all hit bumps in the road, so maybe you hit some bumps in the road last year, and now you're coming out of it and being like, okay, you know, like, it is what it is, like, I'm fine, I'm just gonna keep moving forward. And, you know, this King of Cups in reverse energy is just something you're not interested in. Like, you feel comfortable enough with this person to hang out with them. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. Like, you'll hang out with them as socially distanced or whatever. Like, I'm getting that vibe really strongly, that this is not someone you're like letting into your house, or you're going into their house. Like, I feel like you guys are chilling on the porch. Like, that's literally what I'm visualizing. From the very beginning, I was visualizing that you were like, you know, the kind of person that when people walk by and see you in your element chilling on the porch with your friends, that like they are seeing that, and like, and you're bringing a vibe. Like, you know, I can't stress that enough. Maybe I am stressing it enough, but what I'm getting is that this King of Cups in reverse is somebody you're not really interested in receiving from. Like, you feel like you gain more by giving to this person. Does that make sense? Like, just having somebody to bounce your energy off of, or just having somebody to appreciate you. And I know that can swing in a toxic direction if you are into you know, soliciting certain types of responses out of somebody, where that you'll be like kind of showing off a little bit. I'm just cautioning you because I know this kind of energy, and what I'm telling you is that, you know, you want to be careful, because the people like this, they're gonna know that you're not into them, but they're going to know that you like their attention and admiration, but you're not really into the idea of taking it further, but you're kind of dangling a carrot a little bit. And like, if this is for you, you know what the heck you're doing, Gemini. Like, and it may be fun for you, and you very well might even have, that might even be part of your identity, that you kind of operate in that way. Right. And I know that it's an attitude that can be very much encouraged by like our mainstream culture, or even by like, you know, empowerment culture, which is like, you know, you're awesome, and yeah, you should shine, and don't dampen your shine for anybody. And if people appreciate it and they want to give you attention, you know, love, money, okay, anything like that, it just, hell yeah, take it, you know, because they're offering it to you, and they enjoy your company, they enjoy your energy. So, you know, don't feel bad about that. But what I'm trying to tell you, Gemini, is you want to also be aware that this person, if they're offering you more than what it is they're giving you now, and you're like not picking it up, but you're willing to stay in some kind of like a gray zone area with them, where that you're in, you know, they're in a friend zone, like you already know that, but they think they might have a chance because you keep coming around, you keep wanting to hang out with them. So maybe, it's not a clear-cut answer for them. And you kind of like it that way. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting, Geminis. You might enjoy kind of having that power. And what I'm trying to tell you is, like, that can get toxic because you might get all up in your ego, and you might end up developing a little bit of superiority with this person, and that can hurt people. Okay, like, and you obviously care enough about this person, or you like them enough to be their friend and hang out with them and all that sort of thing. And so, like, you don't want to hurt this person. I don't think that you intentionally want to, but you kind of like the idea that, like, oh, I know they want me, but, like, I'm definitely not going to give it to them, but I'll still play with it enough to keep them, like, kind of in this gray zone. And I'm telling you that, like, that is not, this is from spirit. Okay, you have to realize, like, I can only interpret messages through, like, my own context. And, like, when I say context, I mean, like, my framework as a human being, right? So I'm getting this energy and I'm trying to translate it to you so you understand. And so I do have my own opinions about things. And so that's going to come through as a reader, because it's really not about my opinion. It's about, like, my advice and the energy that I'm getting and how I translate that into a message, or, some advice. So what I'm trying to tell you, Gemini, is that you are hot and fun, and you have such a good vibe, and people do love that. And, but you need to also be able to level with someone and be like, look, like, your advancements are flattering and I am enjoying your attention, but you have to know that this is never going to happen. And it's not because, I feel like it is because they are coming out in this King of Pentacles in reverse, but obviously it would hurt someone's feelings if you were to be real with them. But you could just say, look, I think I just see you as a friend. And I may flirt with you sometimes and be kind of funny and stuff, but that's just my personality. So, like, you know what I mean? Just if you feel like you can't hang out with me without wanting more than what is happening on the porch, then maybe we shouldn't hang out anymore. Because you obviously, you're not afraid to lose this person. Like, you get more out of just being yourself around somebody. It's not really about this person. That's what I'm getting, is that it's really more about you. And you enjoying being yourself and someone appreciating it and seeing you and admiring it. But guess what? Like, lots of people feel that way about you, Gemini. And if this person makes you uncomfortable in any way, that they're trying to give you something that you don't want, and you can sense that they're getting a little bit frustrated, like, the game. You've done this before. Like, that there will come a point where that you got to cut it off, because this person's not going to be able to handle the rejection, or they're not going to be able to handle the answer and actually stay in a chill vibe. But you don't know that until you give them the opportunity, by being like, hey, yo, like, I can tell, you know what I mean, that this is your vibe and you've already made some advancements or whatever, but, like, I like hanging out with you, dude. I like shooting the shit with you, excuse my language, but, like, we also can't, this isn't going to go any further because of, you could say, because of COVID. I mean, that's a great excuse. I use that excuse all the time. That it's because of COVID, or because, like, I have to go visit my grandma on the weekends. I can't expose myself to people because I have to be a safe person to be around my family, or something. Like, you have to say, like, this is never going to get sexual, and if you can't handle that, or you're going to keep wanting something beyond a friendship on the porch, then, like, we can't do this. So then you give them an opportunity where it's not, like, so much an ultimatum, but it's an option, saying, either you reel it in a little bit and recognize this isn't going to go anywhere, and you just have to be happy with the way that it is and appreciate me as a friend, or we're going to have to cut this off so that I don't end up hurting you, or that you don't end up continuing to make me uncomfortable, because I get the feeling it makes you a little uncomfortable, but you definitely are just, you enjoy the attention more than you are uncomfortable by the advancements, because you're used to this kind of thing. So I just am getting that, like, but you do have to, I think, have that conversation soon. That was a pretty big part of your message there, Gemini. So maybe this is something that's on your mind and you're not really sure how to navigate it, or you're kind of playing it cool, like you're kind of, like, acting like it's not a big deal. But you have to know that, like, every person we meet and connect with and have experiences with is coming into our life for a reason. And this could be a repeated pattern for you, that you attract people who are not on your level. And I'm not saying that you attract them so much as people who are not on your level really appreciate you, and so you might actually enjoy being around them because they make you feel like even more of a badass than you already are, and they make you feel like desirable, and they put you on a pedestal, and they treat you like a queen, and like all that sort of thing. Yo, I like, dude, I'm just telling you that like you might play that a little bit too much in your life, okay? And you may actually benefit from trying to find people who are on your level, because you may be content right now, but you are dissatisfied as well with this Four of Cups. You're dissatisfied, and you're not accepting the offer coming in because it doesn't satisfy you either, and you know it won't, because this person's not on your level. They're King of Pentacles in reverse right now. So what I'm saying to you is that maybe if you take this opportunity to do something differently than you usually do, which is you usually will just eat up the attention until this person gets frustrated, and, you know, and then maybe never clarify, or if you do clarify, you do it in a way that's hurtful to them, and you're like, did you really think that I was gonna fuck you or whatever? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I feel like you may actually kind of love this sort of dynamic because you're in control, but I want you to just consider putting yourself in the other person's shoes, okay? And you'd be like, whatever, they know, they should know better. But no, honey, if you're playing somebody, then they have false hope. You're giving them false hope. That's on you, okay? And what I'm saying is that you may be attracting these scenarios and these dynamics into your life because you like being in power, you like being in control. But I'm telling you, if you got around a King of Pentacles in the upright, how would that make you feel? Does that intimidate you a little bit? Just consider it. Consider that you may feel safer in the type of dynamic that you're in right now for attention and admiration than you would if you were with a real King of Pentacles. And it might freak you out a little bit, because you'd be like, oh, well, then that means the little things inside of me that I got to work on when it comes to healthy relationship dynamics, those things are going to come up. I'm not going to feel in control. I'm going to feel like this person can hurt me now versus me being the one who has the power to hurt someone else. This is what I'm getting for you, Gemini. So just take this as an opportunity. And you know what? Life is, you know, I feel like this is a really big part of your reading, so I'm just going to say it, but I feel like life is, oh my God, that's so dumb. Spirit, what the heck? Okay, so I just got 222, 2, so 2222 on the timer as I was kind of laughing at Spirit for giving me this message. But you know that stupid nursery rhyme that's like, row your boat, life is but a dream. Okay, I'm not going to say the whole thing, but like, life is an experience. It's just an experience, okay? One day your life will be over. And I'm just saying this because I feel like I have to, because this is what Spirit is giving me, that every opportunity, every experience with people specifically, these are our biggest teachers, okay, are other people. But when we have an opportunity to do something differently, like, what's the risk? What's the freaking risk, Gemini? Who cares? This is about you. This is about your growth, okay? So if this is a situation where that you haven't followed through this cycle the way that you usually do, which is to play somebody until they get to a point where they get upset and there's a tower, and you'd be like, psh, dummy, like, I ain't hanging out with you anymore, you know, and you blame it all on them, you make them feel like the stupid one. Like, that's just what I'm getting, Gemini. If that's what's going on with you, and you haven't gotten to that point with this person yet, but you know exactly what this dynamic is, you know you've got them eating out of your hand, you'll smoke up all their weed, whatever it is, you don't care. You'll take what they have to give you, as far as the admiration and attention goes. And you love being you, because guess what? You are desirable, Gemini. You know that. You are a catch. You are fabulous. And if you're giving somebody who's in a reverse King of Pentacles vibe, you're giving them all your, you're giving them something. You're giving them your attention and your vibe. You know, of course they're going to wonder, be like, well, does this person like me? Do I have a chance? Holy heavens. They see it as an opportunity. So they just might take a leap and try and make a move on you. Maybe they already have and you've said no, but you've kind of still played on it. What I'm saying to you, Gemini, is just do something differently this time around. Why not? Why the heck not? Just experiment. Just roll the dice and be like, well, I usually don't ever just straight up tell them like, hey, I'm never going to have sex with you. If you've never done that in this type of dynamic, do that this time. If you've never been like, look, man, I can tell you're into me, but I'm just going to be real with you. Like, I'm not looking for anything right now. This is purely just us hanging out on the porch, you know? Like, if you have never done that in a way that wasn't mean and you weren't trying to hurt someone, but you're just trying to be real, bring that fucking vibe to the table, that great vibe that you have, and channel the truth, okay? I'm just going to pull you one card because this is such a long reading. Yeah, that's what I thought. We got one card falling out. Okay. Oh my God. Gemini! You've got the Tower. I'm telling you, this right here, you already know. You already know that if you don't do something differently, it's going to end the same exact way as it always does with these types of dynamics. It's going to end the same way. And I'm telling you that this could be two completely different types of towers. Either you have fast and sudden change and you make a move and you make a difference and you end a cycle in your life and something changes for you on a fundamental level. Okay? Or it could end the same way it always does. It's your choice. That is not a coincidence. That's a confirmation of everything that I'm channeling for you right now. Seriously, Gemini, just try and make a different choice here and just see what happens. There's no risk. Fuck it. Why not? You know? Excuse my language. I try not to cuss on this channel, but that's the energy I'm getting for you. I feel like you're a very laid back person, okay? Yeah, I really wish you well, and I hope that you're able to make a different choice this time around, because I'm telling you, it may actually end worse than it has in the past. You know, you might play someone to the point where they get mad and things get physical, okay? And that's just the vibe that I'm getting, and that scares me for you. And I usually refrain from saying certain things because I don't want to scare people, and I don't want you to like run away from this person if they're just, you know, but I'm just saying, if you play them too hard for too long, this is such a long reading, then I'm telling you that it could actually end really badly for you. And I'm really not trying to say that it would not be your fault if this person, that's their fucking responsibility to act right. And they would be held accountable for their actions regardless, okay? So this is not victim blaming, like, oh, well, if you keep showing up sexy, that, you know, that they might do this or that to you. Like, Gemini, like, I hate that. And I hate that for all of us, that we have to, like, feel that way, especially about, like, male friends. But, like, I'm telling you that it takes two to tango. So you could be contributing to their, you know, energy, though. And you could, because you know what you're doing, though. Like, that's what I'm getting to, is you know that you're playing with their emotions. And you may think it's all fun and games until someone goes, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, why are you playing me like this? I know that you, you know, you keep dangling the carrot and acting like, you know, maybe, but like, just be real with me, you know? So it might turn into just like an argument, you know? So either way, Gemini, I'm going to leave it at that. It's up to you. So you just, you know, take what resonates, and I hope that you come back and see me. So please do like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Support me and my channel, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.